world, we've got two new cars, the Lancia S4s. This is really their first major outing. And to be absolutely jingoistic about it, we've got the really exciting new Metros. Four-wheel drive, 400 brake horsepower, yet not turbocharged. We could, I think, even see a British win, the first for almost 10 years. And just to underline that point, let's go straight to Tony Pond, the leading Austin Rover Group driver, who took the Metro to a win in the Audi National Rally a few weeks ago, and Sue Baker was there to see it happen.
Tony, hello. Well done. Nice rally. How's the car going?
Beautifully. Marvellous. No problems at all.
Tell us what changes you've made to this car, because it's quite substantially different from the early prototype, isn't it?
Yes, it's basically a bit longer and a bit better.
Yes.
That's it. And of course the engine, which is the major thing,
Yes.
400 horsepower engine.
Yes.
But the early prototype was very near it. But the rest came with development, of course.
Is this any easier to drive? Can you give us some idea of the sensation of driving?
Yes, the difference was the shorter car was a lot twitchier. It did everything at a faster rate. This car does everything, does the same things but slower, and therefore it allows you more time to get to grips and drive it. Very exciting. 400 horsepower four-wheel drive it. It's a nice feeling when you get it right, and a nasty one when you get it wrong.
So we see it looking spectacular on the stages, but you're getting a lot of sensation inside the car, are you?
Yes, speed-wise, yes, incredible. I've never been so fast in a rally car. Just when they tell you what speed you're doing by the rev counter, because there's no speedo that works the top end of the bracket, and it's always 120, 130 flat out, which is very, very quick on an unsighted forest road.
You're looking very relaxed now, but it must be a tiring car to drive as well.
No, it's not. It's got all the luxury, power steering and everything else. I mean, it makes my life quite easy, really. It does make you sweat because of the sheer heat in there, because that engine's 3 litres and it lives there. And we don't worry about trying to keep the temperature down. Just try to get as much air in as possible.
Now, you've been having a good preparation today for the RAC rally. How do you view your prospects on the Lombard RAC?
Well, the car is, I think, the right package with a non-turbocharged engine, but the RAC is a very long rally, and I hope that will help us.
Yes, it's a much longer rally now, isn't it? And it's likely to be a more tiring one with only one night halt. What are your views on that?
Well, it's the same for everybody, isn't it? So we'll all have to sort it out and get around it the best way we can. I think the idea with the RAC is to try and get it as trouble-free run as possible, and the car will do the rest.
Do you think it's going to be very much tougher this year without that second night halt?
Well, I don't know. It's very hard to say. It looks on paper like it might be quite tough, but it depends how long the road sections are, because if they're fairly long, then I'll get to sleep and it'll be very tough for the co-driver.
Markham, as soon as Top Gear withdraws its sponsorship, you get a better ride, don't you?
That's right. I mean, it all come good after last year's RAC rally with yourselves, and you know, to be in a British team is even better, really.
How do you feel about the Metro's chances?
I think the chances of the car's got to be very good. We don't have this turbocharger lag problem. We've got a very, very responsive engine, and the car's done a lot of development work in the UK for us this year, and I think really the car is capable of winning the rally.
Is there a mechanical question mark against it?
I don't think so. I think the last British Championship round they did, you know, they came first and second, and any testing that I have done, you know, I've never had any problems. I think eventually that will be one of the strong points of the car.
How do you feel about driving it with so little front rank rally practice?
Yeah, I'm a little bit apprehensive about that because I haven't been able to do much driving recently with my back injury, and I'm not physically as fit as I would like to have been. So, but hopefully by the end of the RAC, we should be somewhere near.
Talking of fitness, I mean, the Lombard RAC is a very tough one indeed. Seems to be a general feeling that it's tougher than last year, the amount of driving with so little rest.
That's right. I mean, not only that, I mean, I think there's about 50% more stage mileage than last year, and you're sleeping at all the wrong times. You know, your rest halt is during the daytime, which, you know, throws the system to hell, really.
Are you concerned about having so little rest?
I think it's definitely going to play a big part, and I think, you know, the rally is not going to be won by the fastest bloke. It's going to be a finishers rally, I think.